Hey, good morning, and welcome to TWC Projects. I'm back up at Bear Ridge per usual, and trying to figure out how to use that grading bucket a little bit better still today. That's where I left off, I think, in the last video. I was doing some of this. I tried to touch it up a little bit this morning, make it a little better. Clearly, I don't have the grade right though. I can see it going like this, and there's these dips in here still. An mini excavator is, that's a backfill blade. It's not really meant to be, I don't think it's meant to grade a road. So I guess this is just going to have to do for now while I, with what I've got, right? So I've continued down. I think I'd stopped around here somewhere earlier. So I dug it just a little bit deeper and continued down. As you can see, not very straight. In fact, I can, the grade here too is just really, I'm gonna take another layer off of here to try to get it down a little bit better. And then I've got to cut a ditch on the other side. But I got into some big rocks over here. And in fact, there's one of them over there that just kind of knocked me off. But I can see this really is, I couldn't see it when I was in the excavator, but I can see now this is really high and that's really low. No wonder I had a river going down the other side. So I probably need to cut this down a little bit more and get it to a good place. So anyway, wanted to welcome you. And if you're new to the channel, this is a 21 plus acres. I'm off grid here. And I'm trying to build, this is going to be the future site of hopefully my retirement home. It's a slow, long process, several years. I've been at it for a couple of years actually now. Part of it has just been, gradually getting not new equipment, but old used equipment and then trying to fix it up. That's some of the previous videos you'll have seen me restoring the excavator. That was kind of in bad shape. Well, not horrible, but it was not in great shape. So that's pretty good now. I'm still realizing though, you have older equipment like that, the boom is there's really loose, and the whole house is a little bit loose. So it's a little bit of a trick because you can't really control as well as you want to, but you do your best, and that's what I'm doing. And you learn. I think some of the newer ones kind of keep things level or control a little bit better. This is all old school, so it is what it is, but it's working great and for what I need. And yeah, not a straight ditch, but it'll carry the water away. The water doesn't care whether it's straight or not. And maybe when I get better, I'll be able to get those to look better. But hey, all good. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and let's get back to work here. All right, so I think we're done with this part for now. Kind of continued cutting down. It still needs some cleanup, but not too bad. I've got it so at least it'll run off here and down that way for now until I can get something, some kind of drainage underground to come over to here. I'm also trying to figure out, at some point, I'm going to put the garage here, and I think I need to cut a roundabout, a loop out into the woods here to connect up to where the sawmill is going to be down there, so that I can bring the dump truck, trailer, and everything down and do a complete circle without having to try to figure out how to back it and turn it around. Because once I have the grass in down here, I won't be turning the truck around down there. So anyway, that's a project to come at another time. But for now, this is looking pretty good. I think we're gonna do one more. There's an area further up that had drainage problems for a while. I dug out some areas for it to run off, but it really needs a ditch along the side like I've done down here. And so we'll probably do that next, and then that'll be it. We'll wrap up for today. So still not super, I got a lot to learn, let's put it that way. I think it would really help if I marked the lines. I really should have originally. The one thing I did learn is, see, I've still got issues though. This is what happens. I don't know if you can see that. If you're trying to push with the blade and you get into these big stones, and then it releases and goes above, all of a sudden you get these waves, these bumps. So I'm going to pull these stones up and then come back through and try to level that out a little bit better so I don't get this wavy thing going on here. But anyway, what I started to say was that it seems like the first thing you really got to do is grade the road itself, get it kind of where you want it, and then add the ditches on, because otherwise it's kind of hard to tell. You know, when you're going backwards as it is, right? You're pulling back towards yourself, and you keep looking back trying to figure out where you are. But my lines are following the trees more than they were the road. So I'll get better. So all right, well, let's keep going. Let's get we'll dig a little bit more, and then we'll call it a wrap. All right, so that's a wrap. Got more drainage going on here. I had cut originally with the excavator. I'd kind of dug out these and they helped a lot, but now I've got it going down along the side as well. And this was a real wet area over here, so this should hopefully take it off, take the water away. I'll probably need to do more of this too. I'm not sure how much of it I'll film. Maybe if I get good at it, I'll record some of that, because there's definitely a learning curve in it. And this excavator that, you know, has the boom arm that, you know, wiggles all around, makes it a bit tougher, but you know, it's working. And the bucket was definitely worth it. I think the 42 inch is fine. I think a 48 wasn't necessary. I mean, maybe there's some projects I'll do where I'll wish I had a little bit bigger bucket, but overall, I think you get, you know, a bit bigger. I've been kind of like sticking out in between the trees here in places and dropping stuff. And if it was, you know, 6 inches more would make it that much tighter to fit between trees. So maybe it's good at 42. Anyway, and you know, I've got a lot of hard packed clay. This isn't as bad here as it was. Is that another big, yeah, another big rock there. Down where we were earlier today was a lot harder clay, so that, you know, I had to kind of do a few layers. You do a layer, then you move back and do another layer, and so anyway, learning, right? Well, that's a wrap for today. So thank you for joining me as always. Thank you for helping me create things, fix things, and enjoy God's amazing creation outside. And actually, it finally is just now getting nice. All day it's been gloomy. And now the sun is breaking through, which is nice, except for the sun's going to set soon. So that's all right. Still not a bad for wintertime, right? Yeah, it's Central Virginia. Not so bad in the wintertime. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And until next time, have a fantastic week. And I will see you on the next project.